What's up, guys? We're back for more Generations Arena. This is the third video in the series, and today we're going to play as the Strogg Troopers, as you can see right around here. He is also known as the Quake 2 class, but nevertheless. Now, just like Quake 1 and Doom to a certain extent, there are a few Quake 2 levels included in there. We got the Frag Pipe. We have, let's see, Slimy Place is definitely a Quake 2 level. You might recognize this one most of all, though, The Edge, one of the most famous deathmatch maps of history. Of the history of first-person shooters, I should say. So here we go, we're going to get started here. Now, I'm a little bit better with Quake 2 as compared to Quake 1, but nevertheless, I think we're going to stick with that level 3 bot AI. But here we are in The Edge. Faithfully recreated. Now, what I really like is that they've kind of added a little, quote-unquote, wear and tear. You can see some of the tiles are missing here, kind of, you know, after so long they've eventually fallen off or gone somewhere. But yes, you know, it's got this little room in here with all the boxes. The chain gun would be back here, but of course if you're Quake 3, it looks like a lightning gun. You probably noticed that depending on what class you are, the weapon drops are a little bit different. That's where the hyper blaster would be. There's a grenade launcher. Got the rocket launcher tucked away in here. But if you pick the Quake 2 class, rocket launcher turns into that. And here we are as Quake 2. He starts out with the blaster, which is a pretty bad weapon. I mean, you know, it's you know, you don't have a melee weapon, so in some way that's kind of good, but, you know, for the most part, it's not ideal. Hilariously, though, if you kill somebody with this, you get a humiliation frag, so that's kind of nice. He also starts with a machine gun, as you can see here. Not a bad weapon, you know, certainly better than the blaster, that's for sure. Not a bad weapon at all. Those are rail slugs, because he does have a railgun. We will get to that in just a second. Shotguns. Alright, so he also starts with a single-barreled shotgun, but you have to pick up some shells in order to use it. It's not bad. It's kind of slow, but it's got a pretty tight spread. It'll get the job done. Of course, he also has the super shotgun. It's got a much wider spread, as you can see there. Of course, if you're up close, then you can do some pretty nice damage with it. He also has the advantage of using hand grenades. You can also hold it down and throw it farther, or delay the timer if you want. Quake 2 probably has more weapons than any other class in the game. He has a whopping 11 weapons to choose from if you count the hand grenades there. So, and he has a lot of variety as far as that's concerned. He has rocket launchers, he's got railguns, he's got plasma rifles, hyper blasters as they're called, shotguns, grenade launchers, all sorts of shit. Chain guns, machine guns, I mean, you have so many weapons at your disposal. Speaking of rocket launchers, though, Quake 2's rocket launcher is not the greatest, but it's a rocket launcher. You know, it gets the job done. It's just, the problem is, the projectile's kind of slow, and, you know, you compare it to Quake's or even Doom's rocket launcher, or even Quake 3's rocket launcher. I mean, it's definitely the weakest of all of them, but, you know, nevertheless, it is a rocket launcher, so it gets the job done. If you know how to use it, then you can get some frags with it. But there are two weapons in the Quake 2 arsenal that I think are rather iconic and ideal if you're playing Quake 2. One of them would be the Railgun. The classic Railgun, with the classic Railgun trail. And what's nice, though, is that you can customize your rail look here. Notice that there's an inner trail and an outer trail, so you can change... Here, let's do green and purple. Sure, why not? So, you know, you can change that up as much as you want. Let's do blue and red. That's a little interesting. I prefer doing white and then, well, white and then cyan. Now, in Quake 2, I would say that the railgun was more of a teal color, but, you know, cyan's close enough. I like cyan. Anyway, so he has a railgun. Now, if you're actually a pure Quake 2 player, you're not going to be zooming in. You're not going to be doing this. But you will notice that it's not quite accurate. Quake 3's railgun's pretty pinpoint accurate, but there's a little bit less accuracy here. So this is something to keep in mind. Now, as far as whether or not it's better than Quake 3's Railgun, that is up for debate, I would say. I like Quake 2's Railgun personally, but, you know. Oh yes, the armor system. So the armor system's not nearly as complicated as Quake 1, I would say. But it's a pretty nice armor system. If you have red armor, then I believe it reduces damage by 85%. It's pretty nice. But, and yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it does stack. So if you pick up a yellow piece of armor, then some of your armor points will transfer over rather than giving you kind of a default setting of armor. But yes, also in certain situations, like once you have a certain amount of armor, let's see if we can pick this up. I think I might be able to. I think if you're over 100, you can't pick up yellow armor anymore. Let's find out. Okay, so you can still pick up yellow armor if you have less than 100, but I think if you're over 100, it won't. You have to like find a different class, or you have to find the armor shards. But nevertheless. Let's see. Oh yes, here's the grenade launcher. It's kind of slow, but it's got a pretty huge blast radius compared to the other classes, I would say. It's the Quake 2 Hyper Blaster. Not a bad weapon if you know how to use it. I mean, with Quake 2, you really have to know what you're doing with these weapons. Quake 2's physics is something worth noting too. This is a class you can definitely do a little bunny hopping with. You also got some interesting effects when you're like on a slanted, kind of angled piece of ground. You can do some really weird jumps. Let me see if I can show that off. I might be able to show you down here with all these slanted areas. Here we go. Let's see if this works. You kind of get some interesting jumps out of it. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but you kind of propel yourself when you're on a slant. I don't know if that's really showing off exactly how it works, but nevertheless. So yes, the only weapon we're not seeing here, besides the chain gun, which I'm about to show you, is the BFG 10K, which is present in this game. But here's the chain gun. This thing. That thing will fuck people up, to be quite frank. That's a great weapon to have. I would say between that and this is the weapons you want to have as Quake 2. That really makes him stand out. So yeah, that's Quake 2 in a nutshell. Here, let's grab this. Good old health power up. Now just like Quake 1, his health kind of depletes over time if you have over 100, but nevertheless. Alright, now that we have over 100, let's see if we can pick up this yellow armor. Nope. You cannot. So once you have passed a certain point with your class, of armor that is to say, then you have to find a new piece of armor, or you have to find the armor shards. So that's just something to keep in mind when you're playing as Quake 2 and looking for armor. Anyway, that's about all. I think there's no BFG in this level, so why don't we just go ahead and add some bots and get started here. Let's do Patriot.
You are tied for the lead.
Oh yeah, okay, so you can change the announcer. This is the default announcer, the one you're used to in Quake 3. Last time we were doing the female announcer, but this time let's do the male announcer. So why the hell not? Who else we got? Let's do Bones for Doom. Let's do Uriel for Quake. Let's do Tank Jr. for Quake 2. And let's do Slash for Quake 3. Alright, let's see how we do here.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2,
Fight.
1. Fight.
Fight. It's like, are you fighting? Fight? Question mark?
You have lost the lead.
Bullshit. And already. Alright. Let's grab that railgun. If we're gonna make any progress here. No zooming. We're not going to zoom with the Quake 2 class. We're going to see how well we do without it. Oh. Wow. You know, aiming is really useful. There we go. I'll take that. Oh shit. Not the greatest rocket launcher, but it'll get the job. Oh shit. Oh. Patriot, man. Let's rock everybody. Let's grab some of those grenades.
Excellent. Excellent.
So far, not bad. What are we? I think it might be first place. We definitely need health. But having a chain gun would be nice too. Oh. Blasted by a freaking super shotgun. Okay. Oh. Machine gunned. Thought I saw something.
Excellent. Price left.
That was quick.
Two price left.
Just randomly got somebody. Why the hell not?
One pass up.
Oh, well there you go. Not bad at all. Let's try a different level. I might be better than I thought. We'll keep it at that. Let's see. Let's do the Frag Pipe. That may or may not have a BFG in it. Actually, I'm pretty sure it does not. But nevertheless. If Wolfenstein can get his dual Gatling guns going, then we could actually have a BFG around here. Uriel, and Bones, and Patriot. And we're Quake 2. And we're restarting.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1. Fight.
Alright.
You have lost the lead.
I'm just gonna jump through the lava there. Acid, whatever.
Excellent.
Oh.
Excellent.
Oh shit. Never stand still. That's just like deathmatch right there. Now if you press that button, this whole room fills with lava basically. That whole little chamber there.
You are tied for the lead. Excellent. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
We're doing so well. tricky jump there. After a bit. Alright.
Excellent.
And do not fall down, because that's just it. Wow.
You are tied for the lead.
Can it be done?
You have lost the lead.
Yeah, avoid the blaster. That's just kind of the best bet there.
You are tied for the lead. Excellent. You are tied for the lead. You have lost the lead.
Well, not for long. There we go.
You have lost the lead. You are tied for the lead.
Okay. Wow. Let's try a third level, because I did pretty damn well there. Alright. Maybe I should increase the difficulty a little bit. Let's do the Slimy Place. Alright, let's bring it up to level 4. Because we are doing pretty damn well here. Yes, you're getting a third level this time around. Normally I only do 2 levels, but alright. Patriot 4. Bones 4. Uriel 4. Tank Junior 4. And Slash 4. There we go. Alright, let's see how we do at level 4. I have a feeling
Prepare to
it might be
fight.
kind of a leap, but we're going to see
3,
what happens.
2, 1. Fight.
Fight. That's pretty awesome. I like it. Alright. Nope, that's my arm. Oh, you bastard. No music this time around. Oh shit. Oh. Yellow distracted. How's your grenades? Oh shit.
You are tied for the lead. Excellent.
Oh wow. I should have totally had that, but I did not.
You are tied for the lead.
What's down here again?
You have lost the lead.
Oh shit. Oh. Thought I had that. Right moment. There we go. No. Get out of the freaking acid. There you go. That was not good at all. I'll take that though.
You are tied for the lead. You have taken the lead. Excellent.
used to call Quake 1 Skippy, because his animations were not that great. Of course, that's not an issue in this game, but it was.
You are tied, but you have taken the lead. You are tied for the lead.
I need a better weapon than this.
You have lost the lead.
I have to get the lead back now.
You are tied for the lead. Excellent. 3 tries left. Excellent.
I am much better at Quake 2. Oh shit, except when they knock me in the lava. You respawn in front of an explosion. That's not so great. Ooh. Let's go big. Let's get our red armor. Let's grab our rocket launcher. Let's loot the town. Or chain gun. You know, chain guns.
Excellent. Tries left. 1 frag left.
Alright, 1 frag left. Boom. And aim. Not bad with Quake 2, look at that. Well, my accuracy wasn't great. Well, there you have it. There's the Quake 2 class, the Strogg Troopers. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And next week, we're going to do Quake 3 next week, because there are a few differences to note in the Quake 3 class this time around. Alright, see you later.